Well, folks, welcome to yet another episode of The Rumble. And today I have somebody who's not someone I know, who's in a profession which I normally deal with. But let me get straight into it. Welcome to the show, Laila.
Hi, Madhu. Thank you very much.
Okay, there's always something that I want to get out of my, curiosity. I know that actresses and actors are forever rolling down hills, clutching each other. There's that extremely intimate, blah, blah, blah.
I am always very professional. When it comes to work, it's strictly work.
Okay.
And I never even associate...
You don't even look at them as men?
No, they're men.
Just some guy out there.
We work together.
That's
So,
it. And you're
I
doing
have
most
this very-
romantic... Thank you.
Yeah, it's just work.
That's just work.
Yeah.
What about those scenes when you're on another mountain and the camera's on this mountain and you can't even be approached and whatever's going on up there between the two of them is
All acting.
all acting.
Yeah.
All the time. Damn. So you see.
I'm very boring. No,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't say boring. I'd say very professional because I don't like mixing personal relationships and professional relationships. Hence, I never ever got into a relationship with any of my co-stars.
Okay.
Because I think it just gets too complicated.
All right. So it's okay with other people. I mean,
Outside?
no-
Yeah.
directors.
No.
They all fall into the professional.
They all fall into the professional category.
So none of those.
Nobody in the industry. My husband is like from a separate industry
Okay, but that
altogether.
was much later. You didn't get married after your first flick, did you?
But I was seeing my husband for 8 years before we got married.
Before you got into the movies?
During.
During. All right. So he was okay with you being an actress, and you were okay with him,
Yeah,
whatever he was doing.
A friend set us up on a blind date.
Okay.
And
It worked.
she told him she's a South Indian actress, and he's like, oh my god, I'm not going anywhere near her.
A Brahmin girl, is that the kind of setup that your friend made, or she just said she's from South India? That's it.
She just said she's a South Indian actress. I'm not from South India,
know,
and
but-
she knew that. So, and then he's like, no way. And then she told me, and I said, are you crazy? I'm not going on a blind date with anybody. And it took us 9 months of her pestering us almost every day.
Okay.
And then I think both of us, just to get rid of her, agreed.
What is her fascination with this entire...
There was a whole different angle from her side.
She had some axe to grind. Some
There was a
personal thing.
boy who she liked,
Okay.
but that boy was after me.
So
So to get rid of me and get me out of the way, she introduced me to this guy. And then,
Okay.
of course, nothing worked out with her and that guy. So that fellow was left in the lurch. She married someone else.
Yeah? Okay.
And we got married, and that poor guy.
Was that woman also in showbiz?
No.
So there's a never-ending talk in the magazines and papers about women in showbiz all the time getting involved with somebody. It's not true. Just normal
Not
people.
with me, that is for sure. Because
How about
I
the ones that you hang out with? The other actresses that you deal with? When you
Why
meet them
not? Everyone was into everything with everyone.
Really? Nothing to stop you. I guess you're far away from home. No.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a chaperone? Somebody?
My
buzzing
mother
it?
used to come along,
Okay.
but a lot of the times I ended up chaperoning my poor mother because
Yeah.
producers used to hit on her. Forget
Wow.
about me. I was be like, excuse me, she's my mother. Lay off.
But she must have been a good-looking woman considering you're her daughter. So what would you say? She was a good-looking woman? Of course you would say.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And what was your dad doing when all this was going on?
My dad was always very busy. My dad was a pilot.
Okay.
So he used to be out of town a lot. So my mom used to get bored sitting at home, and she'd be like, let me come with you. At least, there's always something going on. You go to pretty places.
At least try to break up something or put together something.
Huh?
I mean, whatever's happening on the set, she can go there and say, get out of here. Don't get But she liked to travel with you?
She liked to travel with me, and she enjoyed it. And then she's very good with her hands, as in sewing and stuff. So she used to do a lot with the costumes and help out.
So when you actually go and listen to a story, was she also involved in that? A lot of mothers, I believe, they do give advice.
No. My mother used to run away. Oh
Yeah?
God, no, because I was sorry.
Kill him.
I was he's coming back. Okay. I was also wanting to do write a book on all the scripts that I heard that I would never do.
Okay.
And that would probably never make it into production.
So you detected in the first 2 minutes when the story starts that, okay, I can go to sleep in this one?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh God, I've heard stories. I've heard terrible narrations where...
badly narrated good stories or just bad stories?
Oh, I've heard bad stories. I've heard badly narrated stories. I've heard... Once, 2 directors came to me with the exact same story.
Oh.
Didn't know who had lifted whose story.
Okay. And did you say yes to either of them?
I said yes to both of them actually because I really liked the story. Neither of them got off the ground.
Okay. All right, folks. When we come back, we'll just find out how does she actually make a decision on the damn stories that she gets to hear. So, I know you did so many tricky kind of movies, but how does a simple movie like this Lunchbox that you talked about, did you really like it or you just thought I should say I like it?
No, I liked it. I really liked the premise. The fact that he's taken something so simple.
Who are you talking about?
The director.
Ah, okay.
Taken such a simple little premise that,
Loneliness. What else is it?
Loneliness, just a mixed up tiffin that starts up a whole story.
Okay.
And,
But I never could understand why didn't they just talk to each other? Which they never did. They kept saying silly little notes. But I guess you need something like that to make it a movie.
I think if you're going into those details, then the character that Irfan Khan played, he would have hesitated because obviously she was married and sending a tiffin to her husband.
Yeah, but that was the first time. After that, she definitely knew she's not sending a tiffin to her husband.
Yeah, he still knew that she was married. So probably he hesitated because of that and she was not sure.
She was the bold one in the movie.
Yeah,
she was out there waiting for him in some restaurant.
Yeah.
He was out there looking at. Anyway, I guess, it's a kind of poignant story. I know that when I went for the movie, the men were all terribly disappointed that he didn't walk up to the girl. The women said, men are like that. So is that the way women see men? That they're actually chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah? All this is just bravado?
No.
The
men put up this big bravado face. But
they're actually chicken. Did you go up and propose to your husband or did you just lead him on or did it happen?
I was dating my husband for 8 years. And then his family called me and said, enough is enough. He's not going to ask you. Just get married already.
Okay.
You arrange it and we'll make sure he turns up.
Just let him know where he should.
We'll make sure he turns up. So.
Is he also from Bombay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you met in school, college or in between?
On a blind date.
Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah. Okay, blind date is the date, but met as in a restaurant, met in watched a movie or all those.
We met.
Conventional.
I had gone out for dinner with some friends because I couldn't avoid that dinner. It was a very good friend who was leaving town forever, and I said, "Oh, safety in numbers." I'm sitting, and I said, "You come and pick me up from the restaurant."
Okay, from the restaurant.
And so I said, probably looks really bad or something. I'm probably just like.
You point to the girl next to you. Said, "That's the one you need."
Yeah.
But he turned out to be a nice guy. So what does he do?
He's a businessman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's okay with your film career. He likes you to go and take on more assignments.
He's okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did leave work for I'm going to be married for 8 years next month. And for this 8 years, I've hardly done anything except like 1 or 2 TV reality shows. And he knows that from having worked like 32 days a month to doing nothing and sitting at home looking after the kids. And, he sees that I get bored.
Yeah. So is cinema, really keeps you occupied or is it the money? What is it?
It's not the money. It's more like something to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something
Challenging.
Because now my kids are a little older and they go off to school. Not much to do.
You don't do all those goofy things like packing a lunch box.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, because the movies are full of it and the ads are full of mothers packing their children.
Well, that's what women do, I think. I don't know. Because,
Don't let women hear all that. They come and decapitate you.
Why not?
They hate those things. You are supposed to be breaking the glass ceiling, going up there, becoming vice president of this, that, and the other. Not sitting.
I'm sure the vice presidents also pack tiffins for themselves and for their husbands. And
no, I don't know. Oh, maybe today they do. But tell me,
Unless
when you did your movie with GB Films, the big one, with
Ullam
the whole bunch of them, there was so
Ullam
many.
takeaway.
Yeah, that's it. It was something else when it started.
Pepsi.
Yeah. Why did they remove that name?
Well, for obvious reasons, Pepsi came along and said, "Excuse me."
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
There's a professional union out here called Pepsi or something like that. No, Pepsi. Okay.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Pepsi.
Okay, so when that movie came in, there were so many characters in it. I know, pairing up this side, that side. I think you were constantly hounding one guy in the movie. Sham. Yeah. So does he remember that as his greatest flick? Because that did wonders for all your careers, didn't it?
I don't know.
Was that the one that really pitched you in?
No.
The movie industry?
No. I think I was the only established artist in that film at that time.
Oh, everybody newcomer?
Everybody else was newcomer. It was Sham was not a newcomer.
Arya was there.
Asin was there. And Pooja.
Yes.
So everyone else got a little foot up.
Okay.
I was just in my own little trip. Of course,
you were just having a good laugh.
I was having a great time in that film. I had a fabulous time in that film. Jiva and I were really good friends.
Okay.
Well, not when we started the film, but then through the film, we just were on the same wavelength.
So were you acting in the movie or were you just being yourself? Because there was so much of what you...
I was doing a lot of and Jiva used to fall down outside behind the camera just laughing.
But all those takes were okay because you never went and did any of them all over again, did they?
Yeah.
So were you going impromptu as it went along?
Impromptu to an extent.
But that was the plot.
That was the plot.
And you were just keeping along with it, but adding on your own stuff.
Yeah.
And it was amazing how well that movie is remembered by everybody. I really don't know if it was a hit. Or do you think it was a hit? What do people tell you?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah? Laila, that was a great movie, or do they say, okay, I've seen better?
I don't think people really mention that film to me anymore.
No?
No.
Okay.
The ones that followed later did more for my career.
So the big one that you did with Surya, that I think grabbed
eyeballs, and people come back to me still mentioning only that film. I'm like, but what about other films? I've done 50.
All right. So we'll ask, does she get really pissed off when people say things like, only that movie and she's done so many more? Okay, one other thing I heard is that you play the violin.
Ooh, where did you hear that from?
I didn't hear it. I read about it.
Ooh.
Is that
and
so?
You told me that you never read anything about me. Yes.
Is that so much?
Yes. I love
people play the radio, is it something you
radio?
Really,
I didn't make it too high because I have this neck problem and it's really hard on the neck because to hold it.
Okay.
But I loved playing the violin.
You can't turn the other way and play it? Or is there only one angle?
You can only
you can only do...
No, the other way would give me... The other way would also give me a crick in the neck. But
you really gave it up because you have neck pain?
Yeah.
You haven't heard of doctors and they don't get fixed?
No, I'm the original Eve actually.
Okay.
I have 2 extra ribs over here.
No, I'm really intrigued. I've never heard of an actress being a musician.
2 extra
ever.
ribs?
Forget about musician.
I thought I never heard of an actress with 2. I've heard of actresses with 2 less ribs if we're going there.
Well, the men have supposed we have one rib less.
No. You know that...
What?
Cosmetic surgery, people indulge in, they remove the lower ribs to make them look more svelte.
Shapely.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is that what it is?
My God.
So if they remove
Can
enough
you
of them, you
imagine?
just keel over and just walk around bent.
Or probably things will start sticking out.
But did you go through any augmentation,
No.
cutting, shutting?
No.
No.
Never would
Perish the
even
thought.
try it.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'd like to live with
No,
my
but seriously,
flaws.
I because I like the music angle business, the whole business about music. I really want to know: are you good at it? When somebody comes and gives you a contract, says, "Come on, Laila, do an album." Gets you some great musicians.
No, I can't do like that level. I can play tunes.
What do you think
Little
violin
bit.
players do? They play tunes.
No, as in little simple tunes, not those fancy Chopin. No, not Chopin.
No, we don't want
J.S. Bach
classical
or
music.
something.
We're not asking classical music.
Yeah.
Just play
No, you asked me to play like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I can do that.
simple songs,
Sing a
film
star.
songs.
Yeah,
You can play all that, no?
Yeah.
But so seriously, would you take up recording?
Recording with a violin?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I could.
Is it you're not practicing anymore?
No, I've not been practicing for a long time now.
So you'll just make the hair stand up for everybody, or you can still play well.
A little bit. I don't know. I haven't played in a while actually. I just pulled out my violin.
Did you ever take a
2
violin
days
out
ago.
on these live shows that you're on television and show talent and
No.
India's
I'm not that
Got
good.
Talent and all
No,
that?
I'm not that good.
Okay.
I don't know if I would
So
be
this
able
show
to.
that you're doing now has got nothing to do with music. It's just some dance thing.
A
right?
dance thing.
And you dance or they dance?
They dance.
So you just sit there and pass
Judge.
wise comments.
Yeah.
And
Well, excuse me, I'm a dancer, so
You
I'm
are.
sort of qualified to be able to judge people, I think.
okay.
Yeah, I did 12 years of ballet.
But how does that make a difference to Indian film dancing? Does it?
Dance
Did you
is...
walk around with your leg over your head? I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
could, yeah.
you could, but
I
I mean,
still could.
but Indian films don't ask for that sort of thing. Do
But that's not the point. Dance dance comes in many forms, but technical knowledge of dance, once you have a technical knowledge of some form of dance, you'd be able to, and I've done a whole lot of forms of dance through my films.
Okay.
So, having had that experience, I think I'm
this
qualified enough.
the judging that goes on, I see a lot of other judges saying that, you went wrong there and you should have done that, you did this. And then the rest of them come and give you SMS messages and completely blow away your judgment, because I know other judges will say, that's it, I'm never going to judge again, because they would have said some guy's no good, and he gets more SMS messages than anyone else. Does that happen to you? That you judge
We
somebody
don't
and-
have an SMS poll.
Okay.
It's all us. I am God.
Okay, and who else is there with you?
There's a choreographer with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
And?
just two of us.
Oh, just two of you on the
Just two of
show.
us judging. Yeah,
So it's a pretty simple show then.
pretty simple, straightforward show.
And then
Very straightforward.
the prize money is huge these days.
Yeah,
Yeah?
good.
Good enough,
prize.
like movie money?
No, not. I mean, it depends on what kind of movie money.
I mean, if they're a good dancer and then they get picked up and they're good looking too and they get a...
You see, they get
Role.
a lot of exposure with a show like this.
Okay.
And some of them have already been picked up by films. One is doing a film, acting in a film as a hero.
And all these girls who are in
Now.
these troops
Yeah.
who dance either side of the heroine, do they ever get anywhere? I mean, any of them who have graduated from being on the side to into
heroine?
the front?
No.
No? They just put down, or they don't make it at all?
No, they have their little union and they're pretty happy with because they make a lot of money and it's a lot of hard work,
Okay.
for sure.
So is it? I know the guys work out like crazy. I
Yeah.
see them all on the Jew beach kicking each other to where it hurts. But I don't know what women do with stuff like that. Do they also?
I don't know actually, but I've seen now in South Indian cinema it's not reached there yet, but in Bollywood they demand a good figure for even the background dancers.
Okay, you can't hide them at the back and.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Have you noticed?
Actually, I stopped looking at the
recently?
heroines. I look at all the girls at the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are so well toned and so look so
And they're
good.
all being replaced by goras.
Yeah, I know, that's terrible,
So
isn't it?
what's that all about? Is
That's
it there not enough
terrible.
girls out there?
There are plenty of
Are these
really
women
good
more
girls.
willing to do things
I think
other
probably.
than dance? So maybe that's a big thing in their
And
favor.
not only dance, they hang out with people at
I know,
night. And
sit in the bars.
yeah, you go out
party all
at night
evening.
and you see all these people trooping in.
But then I guess they've come only for that little thing.
Yeah.
So you can't blame them. Here it's a profession, go home. And maybe some of them are married.
Yeah.
So they're
Have
doing,
kids.
yeah, and they're still working out, doing this stuff.
Yeah.
So I can imagine why the white girls are. But the same thing is not happening with foreign dancers, males.
Strangely. I don't know why.
Maybe the women are not asking for that. Maybe the heroines are saying.
You've hit it on the head, Madhav.
That is the reason why men are being discriminated. You should just get more white guys in, keep all these guys under control. But anyway, I'm always, wonderstruck at the fact that women in the 30s, 35, 40s, still going out there and really, Madhuri Dixit, for example, I don't know if there's any equivalent of her in Hollywood. Is there anyone like of her age who's still up there, still a star, dancing?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Maybe there's a Simran, even she's, I think, history.
No, she's doing these TV shows and serials and things, I think.
Yeah, I mean, though they're out there, but they definitely don't get movies, do they?
Don't know.
Maybe they get some side.
And then, unless you're like Khushbu and then move into politics, and
okay,
I think, yeah,
that's a dangerous thing to do, especially out here. You could pick up on one little comment you made, and then you go running around all the courts,
You're
attending.
telling me.
Yeah, I know, terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that you came over. I never thought we'll actually get to talk because every time I speak to you, you're out there in Bombay. I may be coming, I'm not coming.
I'm sorry, my schedule's always all over.
So thanks for coming, Laila.
Thank you so
much. And
we
should catch up another day too. Okay.
Yes, we should, definitely. Thanks a lot.